Okay, so today is Monday, third week of trading the prop firm account, and I am in this short on Geo. Same strategy, a sweep of the Asian previous session high, and displaced below Asian low and closed below the new week open gap. So my entry is at the midpoint of these two imbalances, 15-minute imbalances, this one and this one together. The midpoint, that is where I entered short from. And my target is this lows, this relative equal 15-minute lows. This is a 4-hour imbalance that price might likely reject from and keep going higher, but I'm just following the strategy here. I'm going for a 3-hour. Okay. So this last week I took only this trade. I took 2 trades last week. Same trades rather. One on NZD and then this one. So I didn't post any video last week because it was a very short video. It wasn't really worth me posting. And so I was just gonna add it to the video of this week. So they were both losses anyways. I'm still on a losing streak. Like every trade I've taken on the Profile account has been losses. So I'm down. There's a trade. I'm still risking $50 approximately. When you add commission and everything, I'm sure it will be going to $50. So I have like less than 3% to lose this account. All trades I've been taking have all been losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row on this account. So I've lost $3,604. My balance is $4,635. So when it gets to 4,500, the account is gone. So that's less than 3% basically. So yeah, let's see how this trade works out. Let's see how this one works out. If it works out fine, if I get 3%, well, at least my losing streak would end. But yeah, fingers crossed. It's a good trade so far. Like, it's according to the setup. Sweep, displacement, imbalance, entry, targets, equal lows. And on the 4-hour, let's look at the 4-hour. So, looks very bullish. Well, since it's Monday, no news. I mean, I'm kind of expecting if it's gonna go up, maybe if manipulation down will occur, whatever occurs. I'm just reacting to what they're showing me on the 15 minutes here. And this day, it has just been moving from internal range to internal range. This internal range liquidity to this internal range liquidity that is ejecting from, and now going to this internal range liquidity. So, but my target is like, I think it's somewhere here, down here, this external range. Let's see if it gets there. Let's see. Daily, it's kind of swept this high. So it could reject, go down from there. Could give us small retracements to discounts. Anyways, let's see how this one goes. So this trade has been running since morning throughout the London session. It came to a 2 hour. It came to 2 hour. Went back to entry. Now if I was if I had broken even at 2 hour, probably would have gotten stopped out. Consolidating, and that was the New York session. 10:42. This is a 10:30 candle. So I'm just watching for it to come down to the 3 hour. Trying to see if I'm gonna catch it. That's the trade. Currently up $100. That's 2 hour. Or a little bit above 2 hour. So let's see. Let's see if it's gonna go for the full TP. I want to see how this candle closes below this. And boom, first win. I am now out of my losing streak. I should probably close 3 hour. Well, if I was risking $50, it would have given me 150. Let's close. Close now. Sure. Still going. And let's see. Well, it's $147. Let me increase this. First win. Loss. Until this was all last week, 2 weeks ago, and this one's last week. Finally, the win has appeared in the loser streak. I can now say it is the end of another period of losing streak. Hopefully another one doesn't come up. It was a good setup, by the way. Let me delete this. So it was a good trade. I was also looking at EU while I was in this trade. I was seeing how EU, if I traded EU, and I would have gotten my 3 out since the London session. And this would have been a target here, this 4-hour imbalance. But EU did not give me the setup, it did not give me the sweep. It did not give me the sweep because it's the weaker pair, yes, but it did not give me the sweep that I would have loved to see. So, and besides, there are like equal highs here, relative equal highs here. That could be a drawn liquidity with this high, this high, this highs, and this high. So Could have easily swept this, come sweep this, then maybe come back down and just keep going up. So I did not see my first criteria, which is the sweep of previous session liquidity. But apart from that, I could have used this, the fact that it's ejecting, not willing to break the new week open gap as a confluence. But I feared to trade this. So it's not easy to sit through all this consolidating, this consolidation. Well, I wasn't even looking at the charts. Once I just enter a trade, I set alerts. I set alerts for the TP and the SL. So whichever one gets hit, I get my alerts and say, okay, I'm out of the trade. So why I even came to the charts earlier was because I set I set an alert at 2R. I don't know when it got back to 2R. So when it got here, that was when I opened the charts and I wanted to record it, get back here, take full TP. So that's it, no partials, no trade management, no trading or stop loss, no break even. Now see how precise the entry was. It's just something I've practiced over time, over the years. When I have two imbalances like this, I like to capture both and I use the midpoint as the entry. So it just comes to it and then, oh, price is still going. This is invalid. I'm gonna have to delete this. It is now useless. Price is still falling. If it breaks this, it will confirm my. If a sheet structure on the 4 hour from here with an imbalance, then I'll be looking at some bearish buyers for the week. Now let's see. The strategy doesn't really care about higher time frame directional buyers. And also use that as confluence. So a good trade nonetheless. It's a good trade because it's what I would consider A plus setup. Step by step, the sweep, displacement, the imbalance, entry, whatever happens, TP. Something that happened here on Friday, but did not give me an entry. Confirmed the sweep, New York sweep of London and Asia. Displaced, but not imbalance to enter around, and then boom. This one that I took on Wednesday, it's not even an A plus setup. To be honest, I don't even know why I took this trade. I should not have taken this trade. Or maybe because I hadn't traded throughout the week. Yes, and I did not take this trade. I wasn't on the chart, I wasn't trading that day. I was outside doing other things. So yeah, this trade is not even a valid trade to me. Looking at it from hindsight now, I'm not. It's not a trade. It's not a setup. Not a setup. No. So hopefully I get another entry. I get another setup tomorrow. That is one for the week. Getting back about 3%. Or more than 2%, but less than 3. Almost 3%. That's on my Drawdown. So yeah, let's not dwell on the wins, just as we don't dwell on the losses. It's a good trade. Okay, so it's Tuesday, and I am in this short on GU 15-minute time frame New York session. It's 10:11 New York time. This is not exactly an A plus setup according to my strategy. I am entering based off on this 4-hour sell-side imbalance. Okay, because a sweep did not occur. A sweep of previous session did not occur, so I am not tagging this as an A plus setup. So it's rejected from the 4-hour imbalance, displaced, creating equal lows here. It did not sweep the London low, nor did it displace. So these lows are equal, and I went back into this imbalance. So I was watching it and I entered. So I'm watching it's not an A plus setup to me, so even if it fails, because my stop loss is kind of these are equal highs. It's kind of tricky. So, but on the 4-hour, let's say I'm going short from this imbalance because of the market structure shift that occurred here. See price displaced below this low. It's an imbalance, so consider that as a market structure shift. And this 4-hour candle, the candles are failing to close above the midpoint. So, I mean, it's giving me sales structure. That was why I took the shots. So, gonna see how it goes. Price is still it's still dabbling at the entry, and this is it on the prop accounts. I'm risking 47, approximately 1%. If you add commission to it, commission about $2, so it should be going about $50. If this ends up being a loss, I'm targeting 3R here. So let's see how it plays out. Let's see. It's a good setup nonetheless. Nothing that I can say is gonna be a mistake with the setup, with the strategy. If it fails, it's just one of the times that the strategy fails, yeah? So, just watching. Waiting for the 10:30 volatility. Let's see if that's gonna push price, give price a little bit of momentum. Whatever momentum the price goes during the 10:30 New York time, then give me an idea whether the trade is gonna be a win or a loss. So I will definitely update the video. Let me look at EU. I'm not trading EU because EU is kind of skeptical to me. Not particularly sure about the directional bias it's given. I mean, it is rejecting from this imbalance, this buy side imbalance, and also rejecting from this sell side imbalance on the 4-hour. So it's just in between internal range liquidities, and that's fishy to me. Turbulent waters. So I'm not trading this pair. I'm not seeing anything to trade on this pair. So let's just see how it goes. Okay. So price has gotten to 2R. and I'm actually contemplating on whether I should close the trade at 2 hour because it aligns with previous day's low. Now going for 3 hour, there is no particular, I've checked on all time frame and there is no particular liquidity as in line with this 3 hour, either above or below. So it's not just about going for a particular ratio, 2 hour, 3 hour, is about whether it is in line with a point of liquidity, whether liquidity below or anyone above. And this one, let me put a horizontal line so I'll be able to track it. Oh no. So if I look back, see yesterday's low and then this lows, which is equal lows, points a draw on liquidity. And below there's not really a draw on liquidity below on the 15 minutes anyways. This low is not really something that price would want to choose. So as far as I'm concerned, on the 1 hour, let me see if there's anything price is willing to draw to here as well. Not really. 4 hour, 4 hours. And I guess if price breaks this low, it will want to come down here. There's another block that price hasn't mitigated yet. Another block from here. And it's already past the New York session. So I am just well, anyways, I'll see how it goes. And see how it goes. It's a good trade nonetheless. No drawdown. Currently up 2% of over 2% rather. Slowly regaining my equity. Now, let me see how it goes. I'll definitely so the trade is a win. Another win for the week. Second trade for the week. Second win. Just came, touched the 3 hour, and it hasn't gone beyond that. It hasn't gone beyond 3 hour. So it's currently 10:49 p.m. my local time, and I just wanted to make the recording before I end the day. So here's the trade. So 144. So is the trade. $144. That's a bit above 3 hour though, because I risked $47 on the trade, which is nonetheless almost out of drawdown. Remains $76 to get out of drawdown. Yesterday, entry at the tip of this candle and the exits at the bottom of this candle. So nice one. So it turns out my analysis was correct all along, because I remember the video I made yesterday on Monday when price was still here before this candle closed. I was like, if price closes, if it shifts structure below this with a fair value gap, then I'll be looking for shorts. My weekly buyers will be shorts. I think I said that yesterday in yesterday's video, and it's playing out. It's playing out well. So that is all for today. That is all for today. That is all for today.